There. Ah, all right. So let me get this out. Let everybody know that we are streaming live, so people can join us. I do want to apologize for missing the stream. Uh, all right. So um, I am in the new HQ for Falcon Battle Systems. Um, as you can see, I'm using natural light right now. Still waiting on getting a desk lamp set up in here. Um, but I do want to apologize for not making the feed yesterday. Been in a lot of pain with my shoulder recently, so last night we got done moving a lot. I got done mowing the lawn at the old house, and I was just wiped. So I was like, sorry guys, I'm going to chill out and relax. However, we do have a lot to talk about, and as always, I want to thank my sponsors, Grey Wolf Tactical Combat, Multimole Guns, and Define Industries. So I want to thank you guys for being part of the flyby. So let's go ahead, and I know people probably going to talk to me. So I was watching some stuff on Facebook, but let's get into the event thing. There's a lot of events going on, a lot to talk about, and I am going to talk about one event that happened last weekend. I just happened to be friends with some of the people that went to this event, saw a lot of things pop up, and I am not going to talk bad about this. I am just going to report to you what I read and what I saw, and let you guys make that decision. I'm not going to try to get too much into it. I will talk about a couple of things that were said about this particular airsoft event, and it is what it is. Plain and simple. At every airsoft event, you always have something to deal with. So, anyways, let's just get right into it. And I do apologize if you're not seeing the screen all the way. Let me see if I can give my screen here. If I can pull this. Oh, there we go. Nice. I love this program. It allows me to do so much more. So one of my screens is actually turned vertically. So I have a much more of a page view than the horizontal. And then on my big 32-inch monitor over here, I have my streaming software going. So this is really cool. I like how this works. So you guys can see me talk and I can tell you what's going on. And so it works great. So we have a couple things going on. Let's get right into July 8th. Bad Karma has an open play date. Again, this is in Lebanon, Tennessee. This is the field of Noob Day, and really great field. I'm looking forward to going back to Noob Day next year. I already have it marked on my calendar, so I plan on being out at that one. Then out at Extreme Paintball Park, we have Home Field Advantage open play for a local cause. Again, another event starting off here at 10 a.m. on July 8th. So got a lot of stuff coming up this weekend. Make sure you get out to your local airsoft field, give them some support. You know that when you guys go out to your local fields and you're playing those rec games out there, whatever the fee may be, that money's going back into the field. It's allowing them to buy more, get more inventory, build things on the field, maintain the field so it stays safe, because safety is paramount. So want to make sure we have that taken care of. So the rest of July, let's get down. We get into the 14th, okay? And we have Attack on Ground Zero. Again, out at Bad Karma Airsoft. This starts Friday at 6 p.m. So they have another event. So you got a rec game on the 8th. Then you turn around and you have this event going on the 14th. Very cool. Very cool. Yes, my oldest daughter is having her 10th birthday. So we'll go right on past there. Now here we go. Wasteland Ops in August. Yes, I will be out there for this event. I'm going to be on site. The event I was going to go to got pushed back into December. So I will be out here at this event. Operation Road to Kharkova. I hope I pronounced that right. So we will be out there. We're going to try to have a select items for sale. We're going to try to bring our shop out there, which, again, the FBS shop, we just finally made room for everything. So tomorrow, after my day job, it'll be great to get in there and get everything positioned so I can get everything fired up. So if you're in the area, this is in Florida. Let me see if we can open this up in another tab for you guys. So right here, this is in Bellevue, Florida. And this is looks like it is going from the 5th to the 6th, so a Saturday Sunday game. So Grey Wolf Tactical Combat is selling the tickets. I believe it is their event, and like I said, I'm looking forward to getting out there. They have everything listed down for what the uniform requirements are. So there you go, right there. Again, they're trying to stick pretty close to weapons of the Russian military, and then NATO forces. You have uniforms as well laid out there, and then NATO weapons, i.e. M4, SAWs, G36s, M14s, etc. So, and it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it, but this is going to be another good game. This is actually one of the first events, major events out at Wasteland Ops. So definitely, if you're in the area, check that one out. Then we have Mount Doom Paintball Field is hosting the Raven Airsoft Operation Road to Valhalla. This is out at, I'm trying to read it from the page, but it looks like Hansonville, Alabama at Mount Doom Paintball. It starts at 1 p.m. Then we have Operation Wildfire, the Rock Airsoft, August 5th through the 6th. And let's click into this one so we can read everything a little bit better. So that is opened up for us. So here's what we got. Bolivar, Missouri. I do apologize. Oh, no, this is a different event. And this is being hosted by Airsoft Resupply. They have ticket information. Looks like they're doing it through TicketBud. That's always a good thing. And they got a good crowd, looks like, showing up for this event as well. Here's the TicketBud details. They opened up registration just a couple days ago. So definitely get your ticket for this one. It's going to be a great time. And enjoy yourself out there at Wildfire. August 12th, we have Operation Unrest, big airsoft game. This is out in Greenwood, Delaware. August 12th, being put on by 9/11 Airsoft, and this starts at 7 a.m. Obviously, the big one, boys and girls, you've been seeing a lot of stuff go out on this one. We now have 3 tactical vehicles. We have a pre-event party soiree on Friday evening, plate full of food and drink for $8. And again, the management and the owner of this field, I couldn't ask for better people to work for or work with to put on this event. Lot of surprises. We're finalizing CO packets this weekend. They'll be going out in the mail on Monday to the respective COs, so that way they will have them, and then they can start planning accordingly. So definitely be looking for that. Definitely get your tickets, $55 a piece through TicketBud. A lot of good sponsors and vendors for this event. We'll talk more about that here later. August 19th, again, out at Lebanon. You have Bad Karma Airsoft, their open play date, 8 a.m. Then we have Amphibious Assault at the Swimmer Hole Water Park. Now, we are sponsoring this event, even though we're putting on our old event. This is out in Joplin, Missouri, so we've got some distance between us. And this is being put on with Overwatch Tactics, and and we'll be sending player packs out to these guys for this event. Definitely check it out if you're in the area. I've never got to play in an old water park, so maybe next year we'll hook this up. But if it's in the same date range, and we'll talk a little bit more, but you guys have probably already seen in the event series, we've already put, we already have Black Dagger 3 up on the calendar. And then that's all we have in August. Then we come down to September. A lot of stuff going on in September. Operation Copperhead 3. This is an American Milsim event. This is out in New Mexico at the Playas Training Center 1, Plaza Ave, Playas, New Mexico. I probably didn't even say that right, but this is an American Milsim event. I believe registration is open, so if you're able to make that event, definitely hit it up. Yes, my youngest has her first birthday. September 9th, Bad Karma has another open play date. And this is good for Bad Karma. Last year, I didn't see this field have this many events, or this many rec games. So definitely get out and support this field, because the more rec games they're having, the more stuff they can do to this field, and the better it'll be for Noob Day. So that's always something to look forward to. Then we have Operation Kings Mountain going on at Georgia Airsoft. This is September 9th and 10th. And definitely check this one out if you're in the area. Operation Sirius Viking is September 15th, that weekend, 15th, 16th, and 17th. This is going to be at the Guardian Center. This is being put on by Third Coast Airsoft. And it looks like, no, that's their, want to make sure. And Airsoft Junkies at the Guardian Center in Perry, Georgia. I believe the tickets were $140. If I'm correct, I'll have to look again, but definitely check this one out if you're able to. Then in October, Fulda Gap. Yes, I will be going to Fulda Gap. I'm looking forward to this. I've heard great things about Fulda Gap, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And let's go ahead and give this some screen time as well. This is out at Command Decisions. I think it's Command Decisions War Game Center is in Taylorsville, North Carolina. So I am looking forward to this a lot. So I'm putting the vendor hat away. I will have my custom-made products on me that I made. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll have business cards with me as well. But I am looking forward to this because, again, I've heard everybody talking about it. So I'm going to be heading out to this event October 13th through the 15th. Starts at 11 a.m. and ends at 2 p.m. So looking forward to this. Then we have Operation Drop Zone. This is being put on by the MACC, the Mid-Atlantic something. I apologize. We'll go into that event so I don't ruin this. And this will be in Lawson, Missouri, if I'm correct. There it goes. Yep. So we are Overwatch Tactics is hosting this one as well. So again, another great game by Overwatch Tactics. And I do apologize if you start to see the light go away. It's because, again, I don't have my big desk lamp. And we're waiting for the owners of the house to fix the light in our office. So again, it looks like they have 150 player cap, 75 for both sides. They're saying the first 30 players, 30 units, 30 rebels will receive an Overwatch Tactics swag bag filled with goodies from our sponsors and Overwatch Tactics. So that is pretty cool. Very impressive about that. So good on Overwatch. Then we have the annual Bad Karma Holiday Charity Game, October 14th at Bad Karma Airsoft. Ooh, make that disappear. There we go. So again, back out at Bad Karma. Then we have the Milsim West, the Caspian Breakout. This is at the Guardian Center. So I just saw this one pop up not too long ago. And I don't think they had the link for Ticket Chat for registration. This one is out there a ways. So be looking for this as it gets closer. I'm sure they'll announce that tickets have gone on sale. November 3rd, I'll be going out to the Blue Angels Air Show. Not a bad thing in November. Then again, we have Third Coast Airsoft doing Operation Trench Knife. This is out at Camp Shelby National Guard Base. Airsoft Junkies and Oligay Wolverine and high-powered HPA, high-powered or high-precision airsoft. That's what they are. And then November 25th, we have Bad Karma's annual Thanksgiving play date. So again, they're getting their field ready. I'm telling you, Noob Day is right around that corner. So be looking for that because I'm looking forward to that. Then we come in December. We have Operation Overwatch 4. This is at the Altar Training Solutions, Inc. This is at their area. Helicopters, the whole 9 yards. Pretty cool event. December 1st. This usually goes from the 1st to it's usually a 3-day event. So the 1st and the 3rd. So definitely be looking at that one. And then again, we have Guardian Siege, the Guardian Center. This is being put on by Urban Combat Airsoft hang on. This is the event that we're going to as a sponsor. They're Urban Combat Airsoft. They increased the time. It's 30 hours straight airsoft milsim action. at the Guardian Center in Perry, Georgia. So we will be there as well. Then, yes, our New Year's Eve party. And then February 9th, Operation Icebreaker 2, the Narco State. Looks like we already got people getting interested in this. I'm telling you. And the difference between the Icebreaker series and the Black Dagger series is with the Icebreaker series, it's not as intense, where the Black Dagger series is intense. It's in your face. You got missions coming. You've got, full night play, continuous play through, 2 days where you get in the field from game start till we call it at the end. So you still have missions. You're still out in the field, but we'll break for lunch, and then you go back out. And then Sunday you go back out and play till we have a raffle. So, again, this allows a difference in play style. And as soon as we get done with Black Dagger 2, then we'll start focusing on Operation Icebreaker 2 as well. So, and this is right back out at Black Ops Airsoft. Their field is perfectly set up for this. Because of how it's set up, we can do a lot of cool things with this, and giving them this time gives them more time to build and do more stuff to the field. So you might remember the field for Black Dagger 2, and you're like, oh yeah, I played there for Black Dagger 2, but then you come back for Icebreaker 2, and you're like, oh, this is new. So that's what I like about it. They like new stuff, and they keep building more new stuff, so that's really cool. Let's see if we got any people. Hey, Spider, how you doing, buddy? So, yeah, I had that right. So let's talk a little bit about Black Dagger. Like I said, we've had a lot of things change, or not so much change, but just some big announcements that have come through the last couple days. As you can see, we have all our information here. We're talking the 8th. On the 18th, we're opening the gates. Okay? And even if you're there a little early, I plan on leaving where I live probably at 7, because I want to get up there as soon as I can so I can get set up, so that way as you guys are coming in the door, boom, bang, bing, it's easy to do, and we're good to go. And then on the 19th, we start at 10 o'clock. The game starts at 10 o'clock. Not briefing starts, game starts. So whoever's there and I'm talking and giving briefing and safety briefing, those people that are coming up and checking in will have check-in still going on. And we'll have chronographs still going on. And while that's happening, once we get done with briefing, that group of players is going to go out to the field that's already ready. So it would behoove you to get out there on Friday, get registered, get chronoed, boom, and you're good to go. So when you come up on Saturday, it's literally like, hey, I'm here for safety briefing. We're not going to holler at you. We'll give you a 15-minute call and let you know, hey, 15 minutes, safety brief, boom, and then you're out to the field. Admins will take you out to your respective HQs, and that's where we'll start. One of the biggest concerns, and I do want to talk about this. So I was reading reviews coming from this event that happened last weekend, and the biggest concern was the heat. Okay, that was the number one thing. They had some heat-related issues going on, and so lessons learned, and I think this is great as a community, is we can read these reviews and take out what we can improve, and hopefully people will take that out, the next event they put on to improve it. So a couple things we're doing. One is we are going to have 5-gallon coolers that'll have water, not water bottles, but water in them. One will go to each HQ, and that's part of your initial, your very first mission is setting up your HQ. So you'll have that to do. Second, and then we will have 3 more stationed throughout the field, so they'll be at the main areas. That doesn't stop you from that doesn't mean you don't bring your own water. Okay, please make sure, and I would highly suggest, maybe the weekend before, go to Walmart, go to Kroger's, go wherever you go, and get 3-gallon jugs of water. Okay, that is a bonus right there, because you're probably gonna fill up your camel pack right away, and the other ones you carry out with you to your HQ, so you have them. Even though there's a 5-gallon water jug out there, bring your own water so there's more. Because what will happen is, what we'll do is, as the game's going on, admin will be going around to where these waters these 5-gallon water coolers are, and we'll be looking at them. We're like, oh, hey, this is low or it's empty, and we'll go fill it up and bring it back. So that's one of the things. We're making sure safety is paramount. On our 3 vehicles, yes, we have 3 vehicles, 2 combat trucks and a mobile tank, okay? And it's a tank. I mean, just take it for what it is. It's a tank. You'll enjoy it because it can be used in game. However, on each one of our vehicles will be water. Will be another one of these 5-gallon water jugs. If it's not one of those, it will literally be a case of water thrown on board, so that way they have it as well. At any time, and I can't stress this enough, guys, at any time you feel sluggish, you just, your buddy next to you saying, man, your face is just red, but there's no sweat, you're not sweating anymore, immediately find shade, get your gear off, get on the radio, or have somebody else get on the radio and say, look, we have somebody down here, can you come and get them? What we will do is we will come pick them up and get them out of the area. We do not need 150 blind man or dead man or man down calls, okay? That doesn't need to happen. That is ridiculous, okay? Best thing to do is every player will know that channel 1 is the admin channel. Anybody can go to channel 1 and radio in an emergency and say, hey, I'm over here by the fob and I got a guy down. All right, we're en route. We'll get a truck out to you because all the trucks will have a radio that's on channel 1. So they'll hear that and they'll say, oh, this is combat truck Tan. I'm on my way. They'll go pick them up, pick that person up, get them in the truck and bring them back up to staging and get them into our cooldown area where they can put cool rags on them and things like that, and we can start to cool the person down. We will have a cooler up at the admin section where we literally have cool towels, things like that thrown in there. It will have what we need, so if somebody's in there, they can lay down, we can get their gear off them, and we can get them cooled down. All right? The same thing with meds. If you're somebody that has to have insulin and you want us to hang on to it, perfectly fine. There will always be somebody at that admin tent all the time. The only thing we request is that you keep it in like your own cooler, write your name on it, or put a piece of tape that this is you. And when you come up to get it, we will ask you to identify yourself because obviously we don't want to give the wrong med to the wrong person or someone's up there trying to, and I'm not saying anybody would do this, but steal somebody else's meds. We'll ask you to ID you, and we'll also take in one of our admin staff will take your ID card and they will write on it insulin in admin tent. That way you can pull that emergency card out and we can look and say, oh, okay, your stuff is here, you're good to go. All right. So that's paramount. Safety is my #1 priority on this field. One of my in-game admins will be making sure the flow of the game is moving correctly and nicely and everything, and everybody's having a good time. So, look, I don't want drama. The rules are very simple. We've kept medic rules as simple as we possibly could. We give you pretty much 2 lives. If you're healed, you're bandaged, you're back in the game. You get shot again, you're bandaged, you're back in the game. You get shot a 3rd time, you wait 5 minutes, drink some water with your dead rag up. You're laid down or you pulled yourself out of the field of fire and you're just dead rag on your head, sipping some water. Like, okay, true 5 minutes is up. I'm going to go and walk back to my respawn and wait for respawn. Okay? Please, guys, we don't need anybody not being honorable out there or cheating. We really don't. We know it does happen, and we will do our best to make sure to catch those individuals that are. But please, the best thing I can tell you to do, don't yell out, dude, I know I'm hitting you. Best thing to do, get on your radio. You can hit up your platoon leader and say, hey, or your CO or your platoon leader can go to your CO and say, hey, we need an admin over here. Well, guess what? Our in-game admins are all around as well. So they'll be able to pick this stuff out and be able to help. So just be thinking about those things. But water is paramount. I can't stress that enough. Yesterday when I was mowing the lawn, I was in my old property. It was probably, when I started, it was about 97 degrees, okay? and I'm push mowing. The backyard's not that big. I've pushed it several times. But with the humidity and the heat, within 30 minutes, my shirt was soaked. And when I put it in the washer today, it was still soaked. So I'm just telling you guys, it's good that you sweat. That's a good thing. You want to sweat. That's your way your body cools you down. But think about your gear. You can wear the short sleeve combat shirts if you want. Or if you have a blouse and you've converted it to short sleeves, I recommend that. The one thing I don't recommend is you rolling your sleeves super tight, because what happens is it doesn't allow that sweat to roll down your arm to help cool your arms off. Okay, so if you're going to roll sleeves, don't roll them super tight like you're trying to be a Marine and you want them super tight on your arm. No, we're not allowing t-shirts. I recommend a combat shirt, and if you can find a tailor or a sew shop next to you, like if you live close to a base, you can say, hey, can you cut these here and then hem it? They will hem it for you. So that might be an avenue. I know I'm thinking about doing that with my Woodland combat shirt, is have them cut it at a certain length and then roll the sleeve and then sew it. So that way I have a nice short sleeve combat shirt. Yeah, it'll sting a little bit more when you get hurt, but I mean seriously, you can flick yourself and it stings. So that's one thing to think about, okay? Let's go right into looking at all our posts here. Ticket sales have picked up a little bit. This is the current number. 133 to 144, that's 141, that's how many spots are open, and we still have 48 of the weekend HPA refill cards. Like I said, what those allow you to do, unlimited refills, and pretty much until our vendor runs out of air. And it's for the whole weekend. So that's a good thing right there. Like you see right here, we're building the CO packets. We mentioned our guns. We mentioned what we're going to do with the water coolers. We are trying to be as transparent with you guys as possible so you know what's going on. We like to keep you guys informed of what's going on. And yes, we will have the pre-event party starting at 6 p.m. on Friday evening. $8 for a plate of food and drink. When you come in to check in to register, we'll have 2 different wristbands. One will be for Friday night. The other one will be for the actual event. Okay? They will be in a Ziploc bag with the event patch, your warning cards, and your emergency contact card. So when you purchase that, that'll be in there. And yes, this cool looking thing right here, we were kind of actually talking about doing this because we could fill the top 2 with sodas and ice and whatnot and drill holes, and they would drain down into the bottom. So again, it's always a bonus. Maybe not go as hard as this big pull down at the bottom, but definitely go these 2 right here would work. Is there a designated camping area? Yes, there is. And we'll make a sign that says camping. It's pretty evident. They have 2 Connex boxes down there. That's the camping area. And it's that field. So right as you come around the corner to come up to the airsoft field to where the staging area is at Black Ops, it's right there. You can't miss it. It's right on your right-hand side. Yes, we answered this. Is there going to be somewhere to fill HPA tanks? Yep. So that's, we have our safety rules that we wrote, so please take time, read these. We also updated all our event rules, made it simpler. And then some of the props that we have as well, some of the videos that I've done. You can also see sponsors, some of the AO maps. So, and I'm just telling you guys, this is going to be an amazing event. Your first day in the field is, I think we said 14 hours. You're in the field from 10 until midnight. Again, we will discuss this with the COs as well. If they're getting calls on the radio, or guys are going back to respawn saying, man, I'm just exhausted from the heat or something along those lines, they need an extra breather. You know, the COs may need to look at shifting troops to a certain area so that way others can pull back and rest a little bit. There's a lot going on. And then Sunday, you're in the field for 9 hours straight. So you need to make sure you have food with you. I recommend MREs. You can go out to, or the camping meals. The only downside of those is you got to have hot water. But if you took a water bottle and sat it somewhere where the heat was hitting it all day, you'd have really hot water. So you want to make sure you have food out there because there will not be a break for lunch. There will not be a break for dinner. You know, that again is up to your COs how you're going to rotate and do that, because you can't have a whole group of guys come off the field and all sit down and eat at one time. You'll lose a lot of ground. What it might be is you take a position and you just kind of start eating granola or jerky or something, and that way if shit does hit the fan and opt for attack, you're able to and get your gun back up, and you're not pulling all these people back off the front line. So it's something just to think about. Let me see if I got anybody responding. No questions, but again, I kind of just spurred this on you guys. So that's something you want to think about as well, to have that stuff available as well. One thing I do want to show you for all the guys, I'm seeing a lot of interest, a lot of likes hitting our community page. This is our new name, Operation Black Dagger Event Series. We do this because we want to keep using this page for the Black Dagger series. And what will happen is after Black Dagger 2, we will hopefully get a nice big picture of both sides together and all the players, and we can put that up there. But please, if you get the chance, go into our notes section here. And in the notes sections, you will find our safety rules, the event rules, uniforms if you have any question, and gear list. We are going to work on the gear list a little bit more and update it. We're going to put some stuff in there due to the heat, what we recommend. So that's something else thrown your way. If you want to bring a generator out there, you're more than welcome to bring a generator. The owners don't have a problem with that. They don't have a problem if you want to have a campfire at night. That's completely up to you guys. I will tell you that for the night game, the admins will be using flares. We'll probably keep the vehicles to a minimum just because, again, you're at night. But we'll have the vehicles close by. So, again, God forbid anybody gets hurt, we have an evac vehicle. We can get you up and out of the area, safely and quickly. For night, please have a flashlight of some sort. Make sure you have a red chem light, which we'll have for sale there, or a red distress light or a flashlight that's red. So if you get shot, you can just put that light on. People will see that, hey, he got shot. He's got a red light on. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. For Black Dagger 2, I can tell you guys right now, you will not be, the best way to put it is you will not be left wanting. We're doing everything that we possibly can to deliver as much excitement, as much adrenaline, as much fun and tactical use, and I mean, you name it, we're trying to give you all of that. And we want to make sure that if you guys have any questions, please ask us. I will tell you, patches are being ordered next week. We already have the design. You guys have seen it. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna order our first batch of 100, and who knows? I mean, if we're able to sell the remaining, I think there's 273 tickets left. If we can sell all those and put a full 300 people on the ground, I'll order, another 200, 300 patches. So that would be my wish right there, that we fill these squads out 100% complete across the board, and we push this field to its max capacity and really see what Black Ops Airsoft can do for us, and see how this field holds up. If you guys do go and you look at the event post, well, let's see, can I get in? I should be able to go into the photos because I think I posted a lot of them. So I just wanted to show you guys, this was an area that wasn't recently playable for us, and now it is. And they call this Tunnelville or Tubeville because these are all concrete tubes. So if you can think how you would bounce back and forth off of these, That's where the stream runs through right here. So you guys got bridges that you can use as well to get across from the other side, or you can assault coming right through. But this area of the map, it's kind of secluded. If you look at the whole map, if you look at that big aerial shot of the map, just to give you an idea, let me show this to you here. Here is where Tubeville is. Here is the majority. Boom, boom, comes over, and I believe it's going to come down, and all of this comes up and over. And here's the camping area right here. And I'll tell you guys right now, this is plenty big enough. And from looking at the picture, it looks like they potentially moved those Connex boxes that were right here and might have placed them over here. So, and as you can see, here's where everybody drives in. When I was there for Black Gold, or was it? Yeah, no. When I was there for Fragile Sovereignty, most of my guys camped over here in this section. Was good to go. The staging area is right up over here. You can see that little white covered area. This is all open. This is a parking area here, but there's very limited parking. You will not be able to park down this road because in this little section right here is where the chronograph is, and then here are the ruins, or the mount. What do they call this? Mounds? But yeah, the mounds, because the ruins are over here. So, but there is limited parking, and this is kind of like the no fire zone through here, because that would be the field lining. So if you drew it at the top and came all the way down, this out of here is out of play, and then everything in is in play. So you guys have a lot of area to play in. I mean, you're going to be all over this field. So definitely take a look at this stuff. Here's our, just to show you guys, this is going to be the new series patch for the Black Dagger series. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to be getting a hold of them so we can get these taken care of and in, because I want to make sure you guys have your event patches. So yes, these will be ordered on the 14th, and we'll have them by the end of the month. So they're pretty quick. And it is quite the difference from the square patch, the rectangle patch that we had the year before. So we're moving up. We're moving up. And if you want some nostalgia and you want to purchase, from last year, we will have these with us as well. You're more than welcome to purchase those. So, and like I said, you can see the picture here. They can light up. This is the fob, so they can light that up, and they also have a light that comes out in the front that shows the field, and this is where that 40-foot tower is right here. So, it's I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome. I really can't wait to see how everything turns out for this event, and especially when you guys get on field and you start playing. I think you guys are gonna have a great time, and you're gonna be amused, you're gonna be excited, you're gonna be overwhelmed at some point. So that's awesome. That's all I really have for you guys. We've been running for about 38 minutes. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and being part of this very quick Falcon Flyby. Please make sure you watch my video on overhydration and heat casualties, heat injuries, because I can't stress it enough. You should be drinking about a gallon of water a day. If you're somebody that works out hardcore like T-Rex Tactical does, you're probably drinking about 2 gallons of water a day because of the demands of his body. But again, you guys should be drinking about a gallon of water a day, and that'll help you get ready for any outdoor event. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know it's kind of last minute. Please be sure to check out the Black Dagger community page as well as the event page. Get your tickets as soon as possible, and I will be talking to you guys next Sunday right here from the FBS HQ office. Yes. So this is Doc for the Falcon Fly By saying, have a great night, a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care. Doc out.